obviously, you know, there are times in our lives when we have to, you know, give advice to people, and, you know, what better time than now when we're under lockdown. So, you know, here's some advice from someone who's never given advice before. Well, no, it's very difficult giving advice, I think, because, you know, you don't. On the one hand, you want to say one thing to people, but on the other hand, you got to think about the cons of that advice as well. Like, for example, you know, you want to tell someone, you know, not to work a job they hate, but at the same time, what about the money? Yeah, you ever thought about that? You know, sure, this job makes absolutely no use of their media qualifications, which they studied for 3 years to get. Sure, you know, it makes them feel like Gene from Better Call Saul. But, you know, they've got the money, you know, from the job. It might not be much, but, you know, it's better than nothing, isn't it? You know, so you got to think, you know, when you're giving advice, you know, about the pros and cons of that advice as well. So it's very complicated. It's not as simple as, you know, do this because it will make you happier. You know, it's very complicated. That's the point. So I guess my advice on that is, don't give advice. Bodes well for this video, doesn't it? You know, song lyrics, don't listen to them. Yeah, because, you know, they're not meant to be taken literally. Like, or they're bullshitting you half the time as well. Like when, if you think about "Ask" by the Smiths, you know, he goes, "Oh, shyness is nice, and shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life you'd like to." Yeah, spoken like someone who's never been shy in his life. You know, because I'll tell you how it really is, mate. Shyness is shite because shyness can stop you from doing absolutely everything in life that you want to. So if there's something you'd like to try, you physically will not be able to because of the social anxiety. So, you know, next time you're writing a song, Mr. Morrissey, just think about that, or whoever wrote the song, you know. Another piece of advice, don't live in Shropshire, you know, it's terrible, you know. Nearest cinema is about 20 miles away, you know. Buses are finished by about 6:30, you know. There's one train every 2 hours, you know. I hear these bloody Londoners whinging about, oh, there's only one train every 6 minutes now, rather than one every 2 minutes. So, just wait another 6 minutes, there's another one along in a minute, pal. You know. Whereas if you live in Shropshire, I've missed the train, I better be 2 hours late for work then. You know, fucking waste of time, innit? And then, yeah, 20 miles away for the cinema, so yeah, 10 quid for the fucking train ticket and 10 quid for the fucking cinema ticket. What a fucking joke. You know, no nightclubs either, you know. You think you're going to a nightclub? Yeah, good luck with that. They closed the one in my town when I was 17. That's no coincidence, is it? I think there's a conspiracy going on with that, you know. There's got to be. You know, so, yeah. There's no jobs either. There's no jobs, none of them. You know, you probably just, all the jobs there are just pretty menial and will fill you with nothing more than a sense of misery and underachievement. Another piece of advice I'd say is, you know, make people laugh as much as possible. You know, what's the thing is with comedy is, you know, if you make people laugh, then, you know, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? And sometimes you laugh along with them. What are you laughing at? You told the joke. Well, their reactions, isn't it? So, you know, that's made me feel a right proper person, you know. So, yeah, you know, and if you're worried about, you know, how a joke might come across to these people, a little trick I use is just tell yourself the joke in your head, you know, because sometimes when you do that, you find yourself struggling to hide the laughter from coming out, you know. And, you know, and if you're on the verge of being hospitalised because of how funny the joke is, why not tell it to other people? Yeah, because if that's how funny you find the joke, what about how funny will everyone else find it? Won't be able to get them off the floor. Another piece of advice I have for you is, with regards to your sleep pattern, because I know it's shit, isn't it? When you've got insomnia and things, just other sleeping problems that mean you can't, you know. You're going to bed at 4 a.m. for example. You say to yourself, "Oh, I'll go to bed earlier tonight," but it gets to about 2:30, and you think, "No, that's too early. I can't go to bed just yet." So my advice on that is, rather than going to bed at 4 o'clock, go to bed at 3:59. So, baby steps, if anything. And I know some people will say, "No, but that's not enough." Yeah. Well, all right. Let's try your method. Let's go to bed at 1 a.m. Oh, what's that? You're lying in bed for 2 hours, struggling to sleep. Well, there's a fucking surprise. So, when people say these things, don't just take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with the entire salt shaker of salt, because with some people you can never be too cautious, can you? So, yeah, I guess that's all the advice I've got for you today. Yeah, another piece of advice is, click the like button, subscribe. There you go. You thought I ran out of advice? No, there you go.